Welcome to another episode of Spotlight, where today we've got Jade Ashleigh, who's going to be talking to us about the struggle of having two jobs whilst trying to actually grow her business.
So I'm Jade. I'm 30 years old. My business is Jade Ashleigh. It's a mixture of my first name and my middle name. I took an interest in fashion from school. I took it as a GCSE, went on to college and did my diploma and my degree. And I think from then I was like, this is what I want to do. And I realised that this is the career that I want to take on. It's just, I needed a bit more motivation in regards to actually starting it. So I started it in 2015 and then relaunched it in 2017, and that's when I started being more consistent with it, started to be more active on it and stopped being kind of lazy with it as well, because I kind of needed that discipline.
Yeah, so did you fall into the mistake where you just thought that it was just going to happen?
Yes, 100%. And I think with me being young as well, I just thought, oh yeah, all I need to do is, get some stock, put it on my website and people are going to know about it. And it's not really like that. It's as I've got older, it's like I've learned from my mistakes and I've taken down notes, and this is what I need to do to actually get my name out there, be more active with my brand, and do little things such as I've done radio shows and handed out business cards and just made sure people know who Jade Ashleigh is. They might not necessarily know who I am or my face, but they may have heard of the brand Jade Ashleigh, like, oh, actually I've heard of Jade Ashleigh, yeah, I know that. And that's what I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to get an impression out there, so people will eventually start to know who I am and what my brand is about. So.
What have you learned about yourself in the process of doing two jobs?
That I'm probably mentally stronger than what I think I am. There's been things that I've had to deal with by myself while having this job and doing my business, which I'd never thought that I could do, but because I've had no choice, I've done it. So I've just learned that I am stronger and I am capable of a lot more things than I probably believe I am. So it's a case of probably where I just maybe need to believe in myself more. I believe in myself, but I think sometimes I do still have them doubts. I think I'm still a human being at the end of the day, and I'm still gonna have doubts about certain things, like, oh, actually, can I do this? I question myself, and then I have to kind of snap out of it and just go for it, because the mistakes that I do make, okay, I'm going to make mistakes along the way. It's not going to be perfect, but I just have to make sure that I learn from them. And I've been in customer service for so many years, so I've learned it from many different jobs. But I think with this current job, it's going to sound bad, but there's not much that I could probably put into this job. Maybe being organised, making sure I've got papers together, and making sure I have all my financials together, and because I was really bad with that before, and it is something that I've had to improve on in regards to cash flow and
like setbacks. We all have them. Tell us about a setback. How you overcame it. Did it have an effect on you? Yeah.
Financially, it has, because again, I'm working my day job to invest into Jade Ashleigh.
Yeah.
So sometimes, I still have
approach.
Yeah. I still have to pay my bills while trying to invest in Jade Ashleigh. There's so many things that I want to do with Jade Ashleigh, but it's like I have to be patient. Like, I wish I just had like $5,000 and just put that all into Jade Ashleigh. I already know what I want to do with it. But again, it's just, that's a massive setback, and teaches me to be patient, and Jade, you just gotta kind of work to get to that. And also I'd say my confidence as well has kind of set me back a little bit. There are times where I have kind of held back in doing things because I've questioned it, I've questioned myself. But like, oh, actually, is Jade Ashleigh good enough? Or, are my designs good enough for this? So that's sometimes set me back as well. I have missed out on opportunities in the past because of that. I think I'm getting better with that though. Like now, I'm better with that. I just go for it. Like, I think at this point, it might sound bad, but I don't care. I'm just going to go for it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? But I would say, exactly, and then just learn from it, basically.
Anyway,
yeah, exactly. Anyway. So I would say they are the two major setbacks that I've dealt with. Yeah.
Was there anything in particular that you have done to help grow your confidence?
Do you know what I do? I do listen to every morning. Well, before I moved out, when I was at my parents' house, I would listen to like positive podcasts and stuff every morning. That would help me a lot. I'm very into like the law of attraction, and it's something that I've always been interested in. So that would help me, and I would like write down my goals in the morning, and like again in the past it's something that I've struggled with. Like I'll write it down, put it in my journal, and then I won't look at it again. So it's getting into that habit of every morning looking at my goals, reading them. This is what I want to do. 3 months' time, this is where I want to be. 6 months' time, this is where I want to be. And making sure I'm determined and motivated, and I don't lose that motivation to get there, and I don't lose sight of it, because it's very easy to do. Like I could be helping someone else and forget about what I need to do with Jade Ashleigh.
Yeah. So do you think that there is a pattern to being a successful entrepreneur?
As in like a process? Or,
yeah. What do you think? What's your take on it?
I don't think there is a process in regards. Like I don't think you have to. Like people say, oh, you need to be in school, you need to do this. I don't think you need to do that, because there's a lot of successful people that haven't been to school, and they've worked themselves up in that sense, in just regards of learning, and reading, etc. So I don't think there's a particular schedule or routine that you have to do to be successful.
What would success look like to you?
Success to me is being financially stable and just not worrying about money. That's one thing. Another thing would be, it might sound a bit, I don't know, like just seeing Jade Ashleigh everywhere, like that would be what, like, okay, I know, like Jade Ashleigh's on a billboard, like I just know I've made it now. That would be another thing. And just like being comfortable and just, I don't know, I say being happy, like, oh God, I can just relax now, like all the hard work has been worth it. So I think that's what success would look like to me.
Who do you seek your inspiration from?
I was going to say like my mom. Yeah. Just because she's helped me a lot, like in regards to, even if I need to borrow something, like borrow money, obviously I'll give it her back. But if I need it and she's got it, she'll give it to me. So I think my inspiration is her, because that also does push me to, really make Jade Ashleigh successful, because I want her to not have to worry. She's more laid back actually than me, to be totally fair. But so she's not really a worrier, or she doesn't show it anyway. But I think just so that she's relaxed, then her and my stepdad don't have to worry about anything, and my dad as well. I think they're like the three people that I probably really would want to help and look at them as my inspiration to do better. I think you might need to find yourself like an online inspiration. I think that will help you. Yeah. I think someone that you can like tap into on a daily basis. Because I don't think I would need to research into that, because I don't think I have an online inspiration. Mine's Gary V. Do you know who he is? Yeah, I do know who Gary V is. Tells you everything that you need to know. That is so true. He rewards you with patience for following him, because he, over a course of 8 years of following him, he's given me the belief that I can do it. Yeah. Like, you look at him and you think, he was just some guy on the street corner in New York. Yeah. It's very similar to me. Yeah. I wasn't in New York, but I was just on some corner in Nottingham doing shit, and I'm like, I need to be better in my life than this. If this guy can do it, so can I. Yeah, and the thing is, I watch his videos as well a lot, and just little things his motivational videos, and when he's on calls with, just strangers that he's helping, and has his meet and greets, and I didn't even think of him, to be totally fair, and I follow him. That's so bad. But that is true. That is very true. A top tip for anybody that is yourself 5 years ago. So top tip for starting out. To just go for it. I know fear has held me back in the past, but that's something that I have learned from, and don't want another person to kind of have it hold them back. So to go for it, don't doubt yourself. You're gonna make mistakes. It's natural. You're gonna have your ups and your downs. and to just like believe in yourself and just have the confidence to go through it, really.
So what is your most favourite part about running a business?
When my customers receive their products and they take photos and they send it to me, seeing someone wear Jade Ashleigh, it's like, oh my gosh, like they've got my name on their chest.
You're proud, yeah?
So sometimes it's a bit like overwhelming. It's just like, oh my gosh, someone's wearing my brand. I would say that's definitely the best part for me. It's definitely makes it all worth it and makes me realise and reminds me of why I am doing this.
So what's next? What's next for Jade Ashleigh?
So my goal is I want to open a shop, even just for a small amount of time, like just for 3 months or 6 months, because I just feel like my vision is expanding. I know what I'd want my shop to look like. Like, it's just kind of getting there. So that, again, is a goal that I am wanting to aim for. That is literally the next thing that I want to do for Jade Ashleigh, and, you know, having a launch party for Jade Ashleigh, and, you know, just, I feel like that would help me get my name out there even more. You know, people are going to be able to physically see my products. You know, I know some people, you know, some people prefer to shop online, but you're going to have the people that are wanting to feel the products, try it on, see how it fits. And that's one thing that I'm obviously missing from my brand. So that would be the one thing that I would like to do, and are going to try my hardest to, you know, get that to happen.
Yeah.
So
anything else?
Like,
what about the next 12 months?
Oh, I want to do more pop-up shops as well, like, but in different cities. I did one in London a couple of years ago that was really successful, and that was a couple of years ago. So I'm hoping now I will do even better. I've got better stock and I've got better designs. You know, and just do little pop-up shops in different cities. Even like do a little market store, like anything that's gonna just get me out there and not kind of limit myself to certain things. Like, oh, actually, I'm only going to do a pop-up shop. I'm not going to do a market store or whatnot. I want to do absolutely everything, and just expand into like more menswear. I feel like I have more women wearing my clothes. I want to get more men wearing Jade Ashleigh as well, and kind of just promote it to them as well. So
some really interesting points made by Jade today. It's interesting to understand the struggles of having a secondary job whilst also trying to start a business. And I think it's a really interesting lesson for Jade that she's at a point where she probably needs to make a decision whether to go with the business or to stick with the security of the job. And that is a lesson that many entrepreneurs will struggle with in their journey of becoming their own person and running their own business. So it's interesting to get some real life insight into that.